Okay, let's find the best, most affordable overwater bungalow possible and go and stay and see what it's all about.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back. If you're new, my name is Heather and I love sharing all-inclusive resort reviews with you. I am also a hairstylist and my husband is a travel advisor. We have 3 kids and we love bringing these videos to you, hoping to help you find the best resort possible for you and your family. Sometimes these resorts are good and sometimes they're not so good. So we're here to help you guys get the most bang for your buck, where to spend your hard-earned money, show you the good, the bad, all the ins and outs of the resort. So if that sounds like your type of video, then stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, give us a comment. And if you need any help with your travels, definitely hit us up. Our links are down below in the description box of how to get a hold of us. So let's jump into this video. Come along with us as we check out a brand new resort right outside of Negril, Jamaica, where I will give you guys an honest breakdown and review of this property, as well as our very first time staying in an overwater bungalow. Is it worth it? That high price tag I go over, I show you the good, the bad. I break everything down from the beaches, the rooms, the entertainment, the food, the pools, everything you would want to know about this resort to see if it's worth your money to come here. So we started our journey out actually on the other side of Jamaica in Ocho Rios, staying at a different property. This video will come next. We are coming from Sandals Dunn's River, which is a 5-star luxury adults only, to switch over to the Princess Mangroves. This brand new adults only took us about 3 hours to get from one side of the island to the other. But if you're flying into Montego Bay, then it'll take you about an hour to get to. So not too bad. A lot of resorts in Jamaica do take a while from the airport. Now, when you book a platinum suite and above, then you get a private luxury transportation to and from the airport. So we met our driver at Montego Bay and he took us straight to the resort. We arrived around 11 a.m. Check-in took 5 minutes. We grabbed some breakfast. Our room was not ready till around 3, but they held our luggage. We were able to change, and we started venturing the resort. A lot of clients ask us what they're supposed to do if they do check in before their room is ready. And this is the best thing about showing up early. They'll hold your luggage. You can go ahead and get in your swimsuits and enjoy the amenities as far as the food and the drinks and the pools. That way we're not wasting a whole day traveling to the resort and we get to actually enjoy the resort that first day. Now let's start breaking this resort down because it's a lot of resort. It is a big one. There's 401 suites on the adults only side, 14 restaurants, 15 bars, lots of pools. So feel free to skip ahead if you're wanting to watch a certain section, but we're going to start out with a room tour, obviously, because we're staying in an overwater villa. Now I know y'all are curious on how much this costs, so definitely stay tuned as I break down the cost later in the video. Now when you book an overwater villa here, it comes with a lot of extra perks. Besides just staying in this gorgeous villa, you do get a butler with 24-hour service. You will download the WhatsApp and that's how you communicate with them. Obviously you get the private luxury round-trip service from the airport to the resort and back. You also get Club Mo Bay, which is a VIP airport service that can kind of help you navigate through the airport a lot faster in case of busy lines through customs and security. And you also get a complimentary 1-hour massage and spa service. They decorated our room so cute for our anniversary. We're celebrating our 17th here, which is why we splurged on the overwater bungalow. You do get quite a few of premium liquors in your room. You are free to take these home, as well as a stocked fridge and of course room service 24/7 as much as you want. Not 1 but 2 showers. We loved having this outdoor shower because we could just jump off, snorkel, swim outside our room, and then rinse off and come in through the bathroom so we're not tracking water all around the bedroom area.
So I know when I was researching this resort, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be on the most fabulous beach, especially from just coming from Dunn's River. It was way more turquoise, but it's a lot more clear here than it was over at Dunn's River, I will say, as far as, you know, the visibility goes. It's got a lot of seagrass right here, so it doesn't look as appealing to the eye, but it is still gorgeous, especially when it's calm like it is today. I mean, we just seen a manta ray, I'm pretty sure it was a manta ray, swim by right here. I'm sure you'll see it in my video. So with where this location is by the mangroves, I think it's going to help, you know, with the aquatic life, snorkeling, seeing more fish, which I think is personally better than just having the turquoise waters. Like the seagrass and kind of the roughness, I guess, of this resort is what's going to help produce more aquatic life. Great for those who want to go snorkeling. And it's still a pretty beach to walk on. I mean, you get a beautiful long stretch of white sand to walk.
Now, obviously, you can't have perfect weather 24/7 when you go on vacation, so this is what it looks like when it's overcast and cloudy. Obviously, not near as pretty, but still calm. I do like the location where this resort is at. You don't get a lot of rough waves over here. Of course, my husband had to show himself underneath our bungalow. I kind of wish the glass was a little bit bigger, but hey, it's still beautiful nonetheless. Loved eating breakfast out here. And just giving y'all a shot above to really get an idea of the seagrass and the bottom. You can see that manta ray swimming right there beside the bungalows. We did make sure no one was out on their bungalows for privacy when we posted this. And we did catch some pretty amazing sunsets here. Also, for anyone that is curious on the depth of the water, my husband is about 5'11", 5'12", and he could touch. Now let's move on to pools, because there are quite a few that you can jump in and access, especially if you are the platinum rooms and above. You will get access to the entire resort, versus those who are not staying on the platinum side, you will not have access to a couple. Starting out with the platinum pool, you have to have a platinum room and above to enjoy this pool and view, and we found ourselves hanging out here a lot. Even though it was smaller, I loved the views. I loved the bartenders up here. I will say the drinks were made just a little bit better over here than at the other pool bars and other bars around the resort. Not a huge difference, but if you are a little picky with your drinks and alcohol, then you might want to consider upgrading to the platinum side. Moving down the line here, this is where a chill pool is and the entertainment pool. They do have gorgeous views of the ocean. We did see wait staff coming around bringing drinks to people, so that's always super important to me when looking for a resort. This entertainment party pool area is where they did have some workout classes, the DJ, a little bit more upbeat vibes. Now moving over to their O Club pool, these two tiny little circle hot tub looking pools. These are strictly for people who book the O Club rooms. Here's a screenshot of the amenities that comes with it. Let's just say this is a little risque when it comes to the rooms. The pools you can go topless in. So if you're looking for that type of experience, definitely check out the O Club rooms. If you have any questions on the O Club, just hit me up. I'll go into detail about those. Here is chill pool number 2, as I call it. This pool is gorgeous with all the seating it offers and just the layout. A great place to come to escape the noise and relax. And it also has a nice bar and restaurant that you can jump out and go get some food, drinks. There is not a swim up bar here, but again, servers walking around, bringing you drinks. And I loved how this resort didn't charge you extra for a Bali bed. A lot of resorts, whether you're in Jamaica, Mexico, anywhere in the Caribbean, they tend to charge for Bali beds, and it's first come, first serve here. So jump on a Bali bed, no extra charge. And the last pool on the adults only side is this beautiful rooftop infinity edge pool. Now you'll see there's two identical. The other rooftop pool is for the family side. So I thought that was pretty neat to have two infinity edge pools. Now when we did come up here, there was no one here. There was no bartenders. This resort is still very new. It's definitely not near full capacity as it will be, I think, over the next year as more people start finding out about it. But very relaxing up here. These views are absolutely incredible. And once they get some more service up here, I think this would be a great hangout spot. And you don't have to be a platinum to come up here. Anybody on the adults only side can access this infinity rooftop pool. Now, really quick, I wanted to give you a shot of the family side, a couple of the family pools, just in case you're thinking about traveling here with kids. I do think it would be an amazing resort. You do get a little stretch of beach on the corner there, but as you can see on this other side, it's more rocky. But nonetheless, absolutely gorgeous, great place for families. And I do want to mention, if you are staying on the family side, you will not have access to the adults only amenities in that section. They do have security that have different points around the resort that are checking bands to make sure who is staying where. I know y'all have already kind of seen a shot of the beach, but I just wanted to take y'all along the edges. Now, I will say they brought in the sand. They could probably pack it in a little bit more. I felt like it was a bit rocky, and the water in certain spots was clear and other spots it was a little murky. But they do have kayaking, volleyball, lots of different things you can do. They're even putting up palapas, I noticed, on their Facebook group. So when you travel there, you'll see a little bit more covered seating. Overall, I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5 for the beach. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. It's nice and long to where you can take those strolls. The water sports are a great touch for you, or if you're bringing your family here to give you something to do in the water. And this little private island is great if you want to plan a wedding. They also do massages in these little tiki huts out here. So I thought it was just a really good beach overall.
Where do I even want to start with this hotel? We are not typically the type of people to always, like, you know, get the top line room of every resort we go to. We travel so often that would totally, you know, break us if we did that. But it is our 17th anniversary. We decided to splurge. Husband's travel business has been doing amazing. Thanks to all you, all of my followers. Y'all are the ones keeping us busy. Like, we sell a lot of travel to like our local town area, but people reach out from YouTube to use us. Y'all get the credit for that. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I've done travel reviews for all-inclusive resorts for years. My husband recently started his travel business like 2 years ago, just because we always would get people asking so many different questions. And when we used to reach out to travel agents to help plan our own vacations back in the day, we just didn't have very good luck. They were either price gouging the hell out of us or just wouldn't respond back. So I told my husband when we started this, I was like, we are not gonna be that way, because after learning all the ins and outs of being a travel agent, we should be able to get better deals than what most of our clients find on third-party websites, or match them, most likely getting better deals. There's no reason for these TAs to be price gouging the hell out of people. And you know, if you watch my previous videos, I keep it 100% real and honest. It doesn't matter if we're travel agents. I'm going to tell you about these resorts. I'm going to tell you the good and the bad, the pros and the cons. Does it suck? Is it fabulous? So that will never change on this channel. Let's talk about this resort. Is it worth you spending all this money to stay in this villa? I got some thoughts. So I know I'm gonna get asked the price of this villa overwater bungalow that we're staying, and I don't ever like to really share prices anymore, just because like they change all the time depending on what month, what week. Are you traveling during the weekend? Are you traveling during spring break or Christmas? So the rates always fluctuate depending on, you know, the time of year traveling. I booked this hotel and we did not get a perk for being a TA. I paid the normal rate that you would pay online. We used one of Ty's vendors. So we've just booked 3 nights here since we switched over from Sandals. So we did 3 nights there, 3 nights here. I can't be away from my babies more than like a week. So I would love to stay longer here, but it just, we couldn't be gone that long. I think we paid for our 3 nights, we paid close to $6 grand, maybe a little less. I'm trying to match my blush to how red I am. I am so red, and this light is making me look super pasty on my face. But okay, so yeah, so we paid, I want to say like $5,500 to $5,800. I don't remember. I have so many trips booked out, it's hard for me to keep up. But yeah, so not cheap, not the most expensive though. I have found that these overwater bungalows at the Grand Princess Mangroves Senses, it's a very long name, are one of the cheapest overwater bungalows you can find that's close to the US. You're not having to travel to Maldives or Bora Bora. You know, so Sandals, I want to say 3 or 4 properties with overwater bungalows, but they are going to cost you like double that for 3 nights, like $15,000, 12 to 15,000. Again, when you travel, the week, month varies. So this is actually a good deal for an overwater bungalow, even though it's expensive, because you're going to pay way more anywhere else that's close to the US. So yes, it is for a video purpose review on YouTube. We also wanted to check out the overwater bungalows for clients because they're always reaching out to us saying they want to stay in an overwater bungalow. So we were like, okay, let's find the best, most affordable overwater bungalow possible and go and stay and see what it's all about. And not just talking about the overwater bungalow experience, but the resort itself. This is a brand new resort that opened, I believe, in November 2024. So they're definitely still working out some kinks, but in all, like, it is such an amazing resort, and I'm so excited to send clients here because I will put my stamp on it. Like, I know people will have a good time here, and it's not crazy expensive if you just want to stay in the adults only section and they're like swim out rooms or they're junior suites. They also have a family property around the corner if you want to come here with kids. Is it perfect? No, it definitely does have its pros and cons. But overall, it is a good resort, and I would definitely come back here. Just saying something because we never return to the same hotel, but I would definitely come back. The vibe here is great. The activities, the staff, the food, the entertainment, the pools, the beach. I mean, I just love it here. We just came from Sandals Dunn's River, which is a very top end, like 5-star luxury hotel, and it was gorgeous, but I would come here more because it's just, that's my personal preference with what I look for in a resort. Everybody is different though, which is why I make these videos, so you can find your perfect resort. Okay, let's stop yapping. Let's talk about pros and cons of this resort, because not every resort is going to be perfect. Everywhere is going to have its flaws, and this one does for sure. So again, us paying thousands of dollars to stay in this bungalow, the number one thing about this room, it's hot, you guys. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I like cold rooms. We are just hot-natured people. I keep my house pretty cold, you know, throughout the year in Texas. So hot-natured people, I don't know if I could recommend this overwater villa. Like, for how much money you're paying to stay in this, to be hot. We've gotten comfortable, I guess. We'll take a really quick cold shower, you know, so we're not like, but we're barely sleeping with the sheet, if that tells you something. Coming from Sandals where the room was ice cold to now this, I'm like, the room, other than it just being a little on the toasty side, is absolutely incredible. But I love this villa. Our butlers have been, God, my phone. Yeah, I just don't think I could recommend this to someone. I'm gonna have to ask them, are you hot or cold natured? And then if you're traveling in the summertime, which we're close to the temperatures right now, what Jamaica usually averages, but in the summer it's gonna be more humid and it's gonna be a little hotter. I could not even imagine this room like in the summertime. So according to their thermometer, it stays around an average of 73 to 78 degrees in this room, which is hot to me. So if that's not hot to you, then hey, you'll love it here. But to me, I mean, I keep my house on like 62 at night, 65. So that's very hot for someone like me. So just keep that in mind. I've talked to other people that are staying on the resort and they're fine with their rooms. It gets cold. We've talked to other people that are staying in the villas, asking them their experience with their overwater bungalow, and they're saying the exact same thing. I even read a Facebook post right before we got here and I was like, oh God, I hope that's not true. It's true. It's like Hades in here. You know, maybe I'm being dramatic, but that's what it feels like to a hot-natured person like myself. Another con, let's get back to the resort itself. It's new. It opened in November. So it's got its flaws when it comes to some of the service. Dinners are slow. They're slow. Just simple things like refilling a glass of water and stuff. Yeah. And you can tell some of these employees are new at this because of just like their mannerisms and their attitude. You know, you would know if they've done it before. And so I'm gonna give them a break. You know, they're brand new at this. And I know this resort is just gonna get better as the experience builds with it. We are sending some clients here in, I believe, May.
I think we've got a couple booked for May, and I'm just gonna let them know, hey, this is what's kind of going on. It's a new resort. You may experience this. So I'm gonna let them know the tea, just in case they're like, I don't wanna spend money and not have, you know, and then they may be perfectly fine with it, but I'm gonna at least be honest with them. And if they wanna switch resorts, we can get them switched, not a big deal. But I think this resort is going to be absolutely fantastic once they work out all their kinks. I mean, we're having a great time as is here. And you know, I can be a little picky because we've got, you know, hundreds of resorts we've compared to this one, but I do think it's a great resort. I think it's right at that kind of mid-price point. It's not like super high, but not super budget friendly. It's like right above budget friendly with the prices, and everything is brand new, clean, modern, updated. I love the vibe. I mean, you'll see the resort in the video. Is it the most luxurious, nicest beach with the water being like super turquoise? No, but it's beautiful still to me. There's been days where it's absolutely like postcard picture perfect, and then like days where it's cloudy, it's like you know, so it's Mother Nature. You can't fault her. So I'm gonna finish getting ready for dinner. I need to find some aloe vera, guys. Look at, I am like a lobster. I enjoyed being outside so much today. The rooftop pools here, just walking the property, playing volleyball, you know, it's hard to not set in the sun when you're in this beautiful atmosphere, you know. We're going to dinner, steakhouse. I'll have the restaurant reviews, so just stay tuned for all that. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching my videos. If you need help planning a vacation, our contact links or emails and stuff are linked in the description box. It's like topowell@dreamvacations.com. Don't email me at heatherstylesxl because I won't see it. I don't check that email. Like, that's just my registered YouTube email. Go to topowell@dreamvacations.com if you want to hit us up. And follow us on Facebook because I'm starting to do more giveaways. We just gave away a free cruise. I'm going to do some Vegas trips giving away. I'm going to do some, you know, like all-inclusive trips. We've built our page up and we want to give back to you guys. So definitely follow us on our Facebook. Link is down below as well.
Now let's start breaking down the food options, what you can find for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In the Platinum Lounge and all over through the resort, they do have these screens. You can kind of scroll, check out some menus. They do have an app, but sometimes the apps don't always work. Breakfast, our choice was room service, obviously, in our Overwater villa, but you can come over to the Platinum Lounge if you have access here and get some really nice breakfast. Of course, they have some little bites, grab and go, but I loved the omelets here. The breakfast here at the Platinum Lounge is a la carte. Here's a quick screenshot of the menu. And of course, you can take a golf cart over to the buffet and coffee shop where you can get a lot more options. Some of the best coffee, of course, we're in Jamaica. You get that Blue Mountain coffee. Here's a screenshot of all the different drinks you could order. Now let's talk about some lunch. Both of those options I mentioned before you can get lunch at. And if you're not staying on the Platinum side, you can come over here to the Azure, I think what it was called. Lunch snack bar right by the pool, oceans. You don't have to put a cover up on, just come as you are. Great spot. And then you can truck it on over to the family property where they do have some food trucks. We did not try this, but we met several people that said they were amazing and they had some great options. So I kind of wish we would have tried the food trucks. The buffet, loved, tons of selection here. My favorite was the pasta station, but they have pizza, they have hamburgers, they have tacos, they have pasta, they have sushi. I mean, anything you could want in a buffet, it's here. And it was really good. Sometimes buffets are hit or miss, and I thought it was really, really good. Probably almost a 5 out of 5. Now let's talk dinners. Here's the entrance at night. So gorgeous. I really loved the vibe and the overall look of this hotel. And I loved how convenient all the restaurants were located. Just in like this long strip right here, everything from Jamaican to seafood to steakhouse to hibachi, fusion. They had it all here at this resort. Now I'm going to show you my most favorite to my least favorite when it comes to restaurants and dinners. Hands down, the steakhouse, absolutely incredible. Steaks were amazing. Portions here, a little on the smaller side, so feel free to order as much as you want. They will even tell you, hey, you want 3 entrees? We'll bring it to you. But I really did love the steakhouse. I loved the look
and the decor of all their restaurants. It felt more like you were actually at a restaurant versus just at a resort with just some tables and chairs thrown. As you can see, this is where you can sit down for hibachi tables, but we love just coming over here to the sushi and ordering off the menu. Now, this resort does require you to make restaurant reservations. Right now, it's pretty easy to get reservations because it's not super busy. I hope it continues to be a smooth process, but just know this resort is going to require reservations. Now, coming in third was the Pearl, the seafood option. I loved the decor of this resort. So fancy and elegant. Portions a little small, but not bad. Not the worst, but it definitely wasn't my favorite. And sometimes we tried the dessert that was on the menu at the restaurants, but our favorite, we're coming to the coffee shop and getting a crepe. Now, if you don't want to worry about making a reservation one night, you can definitely head over here to the sports bar. They do have some food, some late night snacks, but I wanted to talk about the entertainment here at the resort. So much to do, so many places you can bounce around to, but this was our favorite at night. We loved coming here to the sports bar. They had karaoke, they had games on, they had a silent disco one night, really fun bartenders.
Let's talk about some Jamaican dance moves right now. So if you want to learn some Jamaican dance moves right now, just follow my ear. Let's go! Come on!
For those that love to dance and want a little bit more nightlife, they do have a nightclub. However, when we were there, it was completely empty, dead. Again, the resort was maybe at 20-30% capacity, and I just don't think more people had found out about it, but it is amazing. This is probably the best nightclub I've seen out of any resort. I mean, look at that dance floor. It was such a shame that there was no one here. The sports bar was way busier than the actual nightclub. So I'm sure as this resort gets more established, this place is going to be bumping at night. Another fun touch this resort had was this virtual entertainment hangout spot. It's not free. I didn't catch the pricing here, but a neat touch where you can come play some games. It had adults, kids, any age could partake. So definitely hanging out at the lobby was so much fun. They have an amazing gym here, you guys. Like, you feel like you just paid, $100 for a monthly membership when you come here. Amazing views, cardio, all the weights. They do have some fitness classes. Out of all the resorts we've been to, which is a lot, this is probably hands down the nicest gym I have ever seen. So I'm sorry for the long video, you guys, but this was a huge resort to break down. So I really hope I gave you a good insight just in case you were looking at coming here and staying. We loved our time. I would definitely come back, which is saying something because I don't always return to the same place, but I could see myself coming back here, just staying on the normal side, the less expensive rooms, and taking my kids here. So if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. Definitely subscribe, and just remember, we can book anywhere you want to go, whether it's international or domestic, cruises, all the things we can do for you guys. So definitely hit us up. We try to find the very best prices for you guys. No price gouging, upcharging like some other TAs do. Just a small business that me and my husband have started. You can check out our Facebook page also. We share weekly deals. We also share real client reviews with their photos from their vacations and their feedback. Thank you guys so much for watching this channel and supporting me and my husband and my little family. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a great week, and I can't wait to share the next video with you.